GladrapChannel, here with the entertainment, Skope Siaosi.
What's up?
How are you, man?
Good, Josh. Thanks, brother, for having me again.
Oh, it's a pleasure. It's a pleasure to have you here. So, looking a little bigger, man.
I've had an injury for been in rehab for 3 months, which sucked. Couldn't really do too much. I tore all the ligaments in my collarbone, and it was a minor fracture. So because of that, I couldn't I was limited to what I could do. Like I could do running and stuff, but even with the running and that, that gets boring too. You're just running on the treadmill, you're running around the block and stuff. So
How did the injury happen in the first place?
Oh, so the injury happened through a lot of training and that. One will be not doing my stretches properly, also not with the cool down and that. Just pretty much.
Was it in a box? Were you sparring with someone and it's
no. So it was just hitting the bags and doing pull-ups, trying to work on my strength and stuff.
And did you know instantly you injured it, or
it gradually built up over time, man, and then it was pretty much stuffed.
Was it a painful thing to go through?
Let's just say the next one day I woke up and I couldn't even raise my arm. So even at work and that, I was very limited to work, and then training itself, it kind of put me in what do you call it, unmotivated mindset. And especially if you got a good partner who can cook you a good feed. So she cooks good eggs, bro.
So listen, the injury, not a good time. You're a popular fighter at the moment. Everybody wants a piece of Skope the entertainment.
Yeah.
How has this injury cost you?
Well, I was meant to fight on the show that we're going to talk about shortly, July the 14th. I've also been getting a lot of other fights, people been wanting to fight me, putting in their request and that. But it's taken me out of the game for over 3 months. But gradually, I hope to get back in the gym, start training, lose some weight, get fighting fit, and get back into it. So,
is it hard? Because before you were in great shape, man. And now to put on the weight. Now you gotta run. You gotta hit the hard yards.
I think being a fighter, there's two types of fighters. There's fighters who train all year round. Then that's the lifestyle. Then there will be fighters who they'll train but not as much. So they'll probably train 3 times a week just to keep fit. But then once a fight gets locked in, that's when it becomes a training every day kind of thing.
So which one are you?
I like to think I'm the first one.
Yeah.
But a bit of both, switching between both. It just depends. My trainers say, mindset is everything. If your mind is not in the game, if you got shit happening outside in your personal life, things happen. It's all part of life. But things happen in your personal life. It will definitely affect your boxing life, your boxing career. So that's why they say it's taking fights and that, only if you're 100% you can give 100%, and if you can dedicate yourself, because boxing is kind of I'll say my wife, because if I don't dedicate myself to my wife, she's gonna be clipping me on the ears and be like, you wanted to put a ring on this finger. But so it's but that goes across any professional sport. You have to, let's just say,
you have
to take it serious.
Yeah.
If you want to make it somewhere in the sport. So.
Like Floyd says, right? Hard work, dedication.
Hard work, dedication. Yeah.
So what weight do you usually fight at?
So when I originally first started fighting, I fought at light heavyweight. A couple of fights at light heavyweight. So I used to go on and fight, and I had a big ass stomach. Skinny ass dude with a big stomach. That didn't really work for me. Then I came down to super middleweight, and then now that I've been able to move to middleweight, I feel that's where I'm at my best. I'm still still a student on the game. Got a long way to go, but as long as I got a hungry desire, passion for boxing, then I know I can definitely progress in the sport.
So is it easy for you to shed the weight off, to get rid of the extra?
Yes and no.
Okay.
One thing being a Polynesian kid, food is life to us. especially when you know, mum and dad are cooking like, you know, corned beef, the taro, chop suey, and that. But like at the same time, that's where your discipline kicks in. Like as in anything, you know, if you got that disciplined mindset, you know, even though they will cook all that food all the time, you just have to discipline yourself. Stick to a strict diet regime or whatever works for you, because everyone has their different tricks up their sleeves, what works for them. So yeah.
So not too long ago, it was your birthday.
Yep.
And I know you celebrated by doing something quite special.
Yep.
So instead of celebrating, you know, yourself, bringing a friend, you sort of, you know, donated to the poor, to the people that are a little bit needy.
Yep.
That was pretty cool, man. Talk about that. I know you got Joe the Parker as well.
So with that, massive shout out to Joseph Parker. Thank you, Joe.
That was cool.
For you know, he came over, hooked me up, signed the gloves and that, and also like, you know, said that he fully supports me, so fully supports, like, you know, doing something awesome. You know, Joe's like he's one of the most humblest fighters that like I could actually say like that I've met. Like, I know a lot of fighters in New Zealand that are like, you know, they're very humble. The thing is with Kiwis, they've got that chill, like humble personality about them. You know, we don't really get to see much trash talkers in New Zealand, and I think that's just because that's part of the upbringing in New Zealand. We're like, but going back to the charity, or not the charity, the walk. Now yeah, Joseph Parker, he signed them gloves. And the next day on my birthday, we went and fed the homeless. So that was awesome to give back to the homeless. To be honest, I don't know, it's not about trying to get any credit or anything for that, but it was actually good just to do something good for the homeless. I just wanted to do something special, like that's different, because usually every year it's my birthday, you know, you want to party, like, you know, as everyone else, you want to celebrate, you want to party and that with all your close friends and family. But doing the homeless walk, like, you know, it's just an eye opener as well, especially to all the people. A big thank you to everyone that came out, that supported me and came out for my birthday walk. We managed to raise a little bit of money from everyone donating and people donating food, so that all went towards the homeless. But just in saying that, like New Zealand itself, like just how the rates, like the homeless rates have risen, like it's crazy. Like, cause I'm a South Auckland boy, South Auckland proud boy, and out in South Auckland, man, you'll see like so many homeless people. Like, they'll be standing outside the shops, McDonald's, KFC, whatever fast food joint, trying to ask for some change to get them some food and that. And then like then you come in the city as well, and then you see all these homeless people. So the question is, like, is you know, I'm not into politics, I don't get involved in that bullshit, but like, is our government doing enough to like help the people that, like, you know, because if I was in that situation, like where, like, you know, everyone, like, you know, goes through hardships and that, if I was down and out like that, I'd want someone to like try help me out. And especially, like, you know, the government to put certain things in place just to help get you back on your feet and stuff. So
no, that's a great thing you do, man. Because, you know, sometimes you go about your life and you worry about your own problems and you sort of don't think about what other people are going through, you know.
The number one thing I'll say, like, will be like, you know, we're only here for, like, on this earth for a short amount of time. So whether or not you want to try and make an impact through your own life, like, you know, I don't want to like die and then hardly anyone turns up to my funeral kind of thing. I want it to be packed, and I want them to say heaps of good stuff about me, like, oh yeah, this guy, he does heaps of cool like good things. So, like, you know, I just want to try do like make a positive impact as much as I can and where I can, if I can. So
Skope, what are these posters here, man? Let's talk about this big event.
Well, let's talk about the fight. Alright, July 14. Got Fist of Fury coming up. So here, this is the Multtrade Promotions are having their next fight, which is Fist of Fury. And this is only one of the posters, right? There's a lot of fights. There's a lot of pro fights happening as well. But this will be your main event on July the 14th. So we've got Lani Daniels. I've seen her fight live. She's got skills, man. She's got heaps of skills. And then she's fighting Naili Hilu. So Naili Hilu, she's no stranger as well. She's been fighting for a bit. She's had a title herself. So yeah, I definitely think this will be a great matchup for New Zealand boxing. And yeah, this will be your main event, July the 14th. Also, I don't have it on me, but we're giving 2 double passes away. So
beautiful. How do you get that, man? How do you win that?
So if you want to get these double passes, all you need to do is go on the Multtrade boxing page and share the poster. But the thing is with that, if you want to be eligible to be in to win, you have to make sure that you can attend the fight and you live in Auckland. Last thing we want is the team wants is giving out free tickets to people who can't make the show. So just to talk about the promotion itself as well. So you know, Multtrade's been running a few promotions now. With they're changing it up. They're bringing something different. They're bringing another side of entertainment to the boxing, which is a tug of war event that will run during the boxing thing. And man, I'm really excited. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be interesting. So I hope you guys all can make it. If you guys are looking for tickets, can you go on the Multtrade boxing page and flick them a message and come support New Zealand boxing. Come support all the fighters. Come out for a good night of fight entertainment. But like I said, we're bringing something different, new flavor to the boxing scene. I can't share too much in this interview, but you guys definitely won't be disappointed. I promise you that. So yeah, bro.
Now Lini always puts on wars, right?
Yeah,
Number 1 fighter, right? She's been number 1 for a while, I think.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So this
probably
is
top 5 right now, yeah.
Oh, so this fight is at light heavyweight.
That's right. And what's the belt there?
So they'll be fighting for the NZPBA light heavyweight title.
All right. So it's on the 14th of July. The stadium is the St. John. It's in St. John, right? Yeah, that's
at St. John's Netball Centre, and that will kick off at 6 p.m.
Cool. Awesome. Get your tickets soon, man. All right, Skope, and it's going to be some. Is there the purple guy going to be there? What's the?
To anyone that's been to Multtrade fight promotion, the purple guy. So he actually has a name.
Yeah.
He's called the Purple Thing.
The Purple Thing. There you go. Yeah.
So yeah, you guys are definitely in for a treat. The Purple Thing will be bringing his friend. I can't say too much about his friend, but you guys will definitely be entertained in a different aspect besides the fighting.
Boom. There you heard it from Skope. Make sure you get your tickets. July the 14th. It's going to be an awesome show. Thanks, Skope.
Just one last thing.
Ahead,
so the fight card itself, it all changed. So Junior Putty was headlining the show, and he was meant to fight American Ed Lattimore. So it was a top USA prospect, heavyweight prospect. That fight got cancelled because Ed Lattimore, he got an injury, and it's caused him to drop out of the fight. So sadly, Junior Putty could have had to stand down, so he can't take this fight, but he'll definitely be fighting on the next promotion along with myself.
Fantastic. Looking forward to seeing Junior Putty. Looking forward to seeing Skope the Entertainment, man. Thank you very much.
Sure, brother.